aliens? We live in a vast universe filled with mystery and wonder. And right now, one mystery I'm wondering about is just what is the deal with J.D. Vance? So, during the 2024 US presidential elections, the world really didn't learn all that much about now Vice President J.D. Vance, other than that he is, in the words of a 12-year-old Jodie Foster,
weird. Very weird.
And he may or may not have a passion for living room decor. Now, I don't know about the living room thing, but he is definitely some kind of weirdo, as revealed in a recent interview with Benny Johnson, where the Bureau-in-Chief says that he thinks UFOs are demons.
I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons anyway, but...
And as a demon, I just want to say... What? So, to provide some context, which so much political crap on YouTube never does, in the course of a not at all disjointed conversation with Benny Johnson, which swerves erratically from encouraging Americans to have more babies, to scapegoating Somali immigrants, to spinning a massive conspiracy involving every major Democrat,
Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, Gavin Newsom,
to talking of the, quote,
excursion in Iran,
the natural flow of conversation, of course, turns to the UFO files. And, oh goody, the vice president is a UFO nut.
When I came in, I was obsessed with the UFO files. And then you start getting really busy worrying about the economy and national security and things like that. I'm obsessed with this. I've already had a couple of times where I'm like, all right, we're going to Area 51. And then the timing of the trip just didn't work out.
Oh yeah, you gotta hate those pesky little things like, the war. And, the global economy heading towards a cliff because of, the war. Yeah, I'm really sorry those things distract you from what you really care about. But then, JD drops the goofy bomb.
All right, well, we're waiting for it. We saw aliens.gov.
You know me.
We saw aliens.gov.
I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons anyway, but that's a longer discussion.
Well, I can't let you go without a follow-up on that.
Well, credit to Benny for not letting that slip by. And then JD tries to walk that back into something that sounds a little less bonkers.
I think that celestial beings who fly around, who do weird things to people, I think that the desire to describe everything celestial, everything is otherworldly, to describe it as aliens. I mean, every great world religion, including Christianity, the one that I believe in, has understood that there are weird things out there.
Yeah, that doesn't make what you said sound any less crazy. Because if I said something like, I don't know, baloney underpants cure cancer, and then said something like, ancient peoples believed that meat had medicinal properties, I trust you wouldn't let that slide the way Benny does, because he's here to kiss butt and knows he's now in Crazy Town, so he just moves on to the next topic of conversation. So, just to be clear, you might think J.D. Vance might be saying that UFO sightings are in fact supernatural phenomena that we mistake for alien technology, which would be strange in itself, but no. J.D. Vance still seems to believe that UFOs are spacecraft, because he says he is determined to visit Area 51 in the legendary Hangar 18.
We're going to Area 51. We're going out to New Mexico. Hangar 18, right?
So, that would imply that JD might think the Roswell story is actually true, that a spacecraft really did crash in New Mexico and the military really did retrieve non-human bodies. It's just that, instead of aliens, they were, demons. So, let's unpack that. So in this scenario, demons are not invisible spirits as they are often conceived, but, biological organisms in need of transportation, but with the engineering skills to build flying machines. So what, is there like a planet of demons coming to visit Earth? Or are they terrestrial, living in the hollow Earth with tricked out machines they use to tool around the atmosphere? So do angels have flying saucers? I mean, it hardly seems fair that demons would have this tech, but not angels. I mean, you see how crazy this is when you really start working it out?
And I think that one of the devil's great tricks is to convince people he never existed.
Oh yeah, thanks for the Kevin Spacey quote there, bud. For the record, as the devil, the only reason more people don't believe in me is because the YouTube algorithm won't give me more impressions. Seriously? You knocked me back down to the kiddie pool because of one underperforming video? So, I have two funny little points about this bizarre synthesis of demonology and UFO conspiracy theories. First off, if you still hold the archaic Christian mindset, which still believes in something as medieval as the physical existence of demons, I think you'd be hostile to the very notion of UFOs. Because if intelligent aliens arrive tomorrow, that would throw a lot of biblical beliefs into immediate question. But I guess if you say UFOs are piloted by demons, it gives a way for double nuts like JD to have his cake and eat it too. One the nuts of YouTube are already happy to jump on board with. Second, I've known actual UFO nuts. I've talked to them. And it seems to me that ufology is just religion in a different form. Let me get this straight. You say there are superior beings that's come from the sky, who are watching over us, and one day they'll reveal themselves. It'll be a great boon to humanity, and all our problems will be solved. How does that not sound exactly like a religion? You've just replaced magic with technology. And then they always say, oh, well, the aliens come and will prove you wrong. To which I respond, yeah, when Jesus returns, it'll prove you wrong. Oh, it's the same thing! Now, before getting all goofy in my comments, I'm not saying there's no possibility that alien life exists in the universe. I'm saying the idea appeals along the same lines as religion. Because whether you believe in a god or not, it all traces back to the deepest, darkest fear that has always haunted the human soul. The fear that humanity might indeed be all alone in a cold, uncaring universe. That you have nothing but your flawed, shitty selves to make sense of the world and find meaning in life. Humanity sucks, so there has to be something better. Wake up, Dorothy! Kansas is all you got!